What's up YouTube? It's Lego King 71 and today's video will be the third update in my Mountain Castle building series. In this video, I'll be showing you how I built a medieval farm complete with a wheat field and pig pen, a windmill, a log cabin, a pumpkin patch, and so much more. In my last video, I built the catacombs, the Wolfpack Inn, and their secret mining operation below the inn. So if you missed it, make sure you check it out. Before I could start building the medieval farm, I needed to build more of the terrain on the second level of the MOC. Here you can see me using the same sideways building technique for the river that I used in my first Lego Castle MOC update video. This technique allowed me to place these dark gray slopes along the edge of the river to create an awesome looking riverbank. Once that was done, I continued to extend the terrain towards the back of the MOC. This shot shows how I built supports underneath the terrain that I'm then covering with dark tan plates. This side of the MOC won't be visible, so I built the supports with all the vibrant colored bricks that wouldn't be usable in the MOC otherwise. In this shot, you can see that I started building the bottom of the stone windmill so that I could use it as a scale reference for the farmhouse I wanted to build next to it. Unlike the Wolfpack Inn in my last video, I built the farmhouse on a separate gray plate so that I would be able to position it at any angle I'd like more easily. You'll see later in this video that this is a technique I adopted for the log cabin as well, and also for many sections of the castle in my next video. Again, the farmhouse has a medieval timber frame design like the gatehouse in the Wolfpack Inn. Once the farmhouse was complete, I continued building the windmill. I used a variety of snot bricks in combination with various plates and sloped pieces in order to give the windmill a rounded shape that narrows as it gets taller. This is definitely not the most stable building technique, but I think it looks great and accomplishes the look I was going for. Once the main structure of the windmill was complete, I built the wind turbines. I went for a 3-blade design, which I think looks less cluttered than if I had 4 blades. Here's how the turbine blades were built. Then I connected the turbine to the main windmill structure and created a roof for the building. Here's a look at the finished windmill. In medieval times, windmills were frequently used to mill grains like wheat, so I'll also be creating a wheat field in this video. To build the wheat stalks, I used tan lightsaber blades and Technic pin axle hybrid connectors, which I then placed inside these modified 1x2 plates with holes in them. In this shot, you can also see the pig pen that I created to the right of the farmhouse. There's even a small roof covering the food trough in the back. The fencing technique I used here just uses 2 snot bricks and 2 brown bars. This really simple technique has a great look and also allows me to angle the fences in any direction since they're only connected to the base plates on one stud. Next, I started building a short path that leads up to this raised area where the goat herder's cabin will be located. I also built even more mountain terrain. Like the farmhouse, I built this cabin on a separate base plate so that I could position it at any angle I wanted. I used this awesome snot technique that allowed me to place these brown bricks sideways, making them look like logs stacked horizontally. Once I built the cabin and placed it on the MOC, I built another small fence for the goats. Here's a look at the finished goat herder's cabin. After that, I moved on to the other side of the path that sits directly above the catacombs I built in my last Castle MOC update video. Here, to stick with the autumn theme, I decided to create a pumpkin patch and a water well that the farmers could use. The pumpkin patch is surrounded by a fence, but this fence uses a different technique that allows me to build it on sloped terrain. I also placed a few pine trees and a tree stump with a gnome hiding inside of it. In the middle of the pumpkin patch, there's a scarecrow protecting the farmer's crop from birds and other pests. Along the path leading up to the castle, there's a herder walking with his dog and his sheep. Back at the wheat field, you can also see a horse-drawn wagon where farmers are harvesting and stacking bundles of wheat. Here's a look at how I built the wagon. And after that, the medieval farm was complete. Here's a quick look at all the cool details. I've got to say, the windmill and the wheat field are probably my favorites, but let me know what your favorite part of the farm is by leaving a comment below. That's going to be all for this update. I hope you enjoyed it. In my next update, I'll start building the most exciting part of the MOC, the Black Falcon's Mountain Castle, including the bridge leading across the river to the castle, the main gate, the outer walls, and the castle cathedral. Also, if you're interested in seeing even more behind the scenes content and want to support my future videos, you can now become a paid member of my channel by clicking the link in the description of this video. By becoming a member, you'll gain access to features like more frequent behind the scenes photos and status updates on projects that I'm working on, like this newest castle MOC, members-only polls to help me decide the priorities of my projects and future videos, in-video shoutouts at the end of my future videos, and even early access to my latest videos. Members will also get access to these awesome-looking loyalty badges and emojis that I've designed just for members of this channel. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want access to this super cute emoji of my dog Bandit, who has starred in a few of my recent videos? If you're not interested in becoming a member, you can always support me by subscribing, dropping a like, or leaving a comment. As always, thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for new videos coming soon. See ya!